Die Cutting Essentials has a brand new, what's called a magazine and box kit. It comes in a box like this, and there's just all sorts of goodies in it. So let me show you. There is a magazine, and I'll walk you through some of the things that I've put some Post-its on, but you're also getting this graduating or radiating heart embossing folder. You'll also receive this cutting die. Now there's two cutting dies, and you can see that this looks kind of fancy, but what's interesting is there are lots of different pieces of art within this cutting die, and you can kind of see them on the magazine cover. So we'll get in close to that. There's the word love, there's heart, there's diamond and wedding bands, and there's also some champagne glasses, in addition to the swirly hearts that are very pretty. So that's nice. Then there also are these stamps. Now there are 23 clear stamps, and they have not only wedding things, but anniversary, engagement, to a special couple, on your, so a whole variety of clear stamps, as you can see, including the silhouetted bride and groom. And then there are papers. Now there are 12 that are double-sided, so this is one. And you see the back side of it, 2, 3, very pretty, 4, very pretty, 5, 6. And then there's going to be 44 cutouts. So all of these, as you can see, there's a border. And then these are really nice if you decide to do an anniversary card. And there are some examples to show you. Plus there are these. Now the nice thing about the cutouts is if you decide you only want some of them, or if you don't want to use all of them, you have the back side to use as a printed paper. Same thing with all of these, and some borders down below. And then we repeat, so you're going to get 2 each of those, so that's 12 double-sided and 44 cutouts. Works really nicely. So all of these goodies are going to be shown practically in every page of the accompanying magazine, which is really wonderful. So there are 58 ideas, and let me just show you the ones that caught my eye. Well, to begin with, I love the fact that they're showing the Crafter's Companion Peony collection, because as you know, we have that at paperwishes.com. So just want you to know that we're all in sync and we have wonderfulness to share. Now here is a page that really shows you each of the different pieces that are within that cutting die. Oh, I didn't notice that there are also those individual little flowers, as well as the word love. I talked to you about the rings. So that's kind of a nice bonus thing. Now we're going to go here, and there is the card that's on the cover. And on your engagement, those are the stamps that are included. So that's nice to have. And as you can see, as we go through, just a lot of projects. Now, I thought this was really pretty. A different way. Now you've got the heart cut out with the cutting die, so you can do that. You've got the stamp that has all of this, but I thought that paper was just especially pretty combined together, as they show there. And here we have a christening, so that's another way that you can use that heart. And then you use the accompanying cutting die, the filigree, but you kind of cover it up, but it still looks pretty, so that's nice. Nice way to go. Now what else do we have? Okay, I thought this was really pretty and I love the colors, and it's a great way to use not only the cutting die, but also that embossing folder in a way that's pretty unexpected. Now the embossing folder has an oval in the center of it, and you might think, okay, well that's where I'm going to put a message or a greeting, but how nice to use it this way, doing it out of a couple of different papers and layering them so that you're not using that center area. Actually, you're covering it up, and save the date is a stamp that's included. So that works well. I thought it was really pretty to see these purple and white colors, just really striking. And sometimes that's really nice just to see other combinations. Here's another way to use that cutting die. I thought it was just so pretty. The papers are included, using them as the filigree on 2 sides and then the heart inside. So that was a really nice, interesting thing. And how about party favors? Now, it could be a wedding, or it could be a birthday, or it could be just something really fun. But I thought that was interesting, and I would never have thought of that on my own. And we go into here. Now let me see. So putting them on bags. I thought this was pretty for a special couple and using those stamps and maybe some gold embossing powder, which we carry. So that was nice. And here are some of the anniversary cards. So the 25th. And sometimes those cutouts don't look all that impressive, but boy, how nice to see them on a finished card because, wow, they really do pop well. And this, of course, is combining that embossing folder and the stamps or the cutouts, so that's good. Just lots and lots of ideas. I thought this was especially interesting, doing shrink plastic and using one of those 23 stamps that are included. There is a wedding and a very different card shape there. Hadn't seen that before. And I thought this was really pretty. Just lots of different ways of mixing up that outside shape and the inner shape of the cutting die. So putting two together and doing different colors was a fun idea. And you've got some step-by-steps included also. And there's more that I'm not showing you. I'm just kind of showing you the highlights that hit me. And I thought this was fun as a thank you note. So going through the entire process from engagement through the wedding and a shower and sending out notes of thanks. So I thought that was really, really, really fun. And how nice to see an article about Olga. Now she is the designer of the paper discovery, and we can hardly keep them in stock. And nice to see that and to see some of her creations. So we have so much going on in this package. So papers, cutting dies, cutouts. We have the stamps, 23 of those. We have the Radiant Hearts embossing folder, nice to keep for Valentine's Day too. And then that beautiful cutting die, which will get year-round use. So all of this in the Die Cutting Essentials Special Edition magazine and box kit. By the way, this is exclusive for paperwishes.com.